Hello children, I am here again with another video which is from the chapter 6 electrolysis, and it is part 4 of the same chapter. In the previous chapter we have done electrolysis of aqueous copper sulphate by using platinum electrode. Here we are taking copper electrode. Okay, that means these cathode and anode are made up of copper electrode. Okay, and the electrolyte we are using here is copper sulphate solution, that is in water, or you can write aqueous copper sulphate solution. Okay, so when this current is passed through this circuit, then copper sulphate will dissociate into Cu2 plus ion and SO4. Copper sulphate dissociate into Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus ion, and at the same time this water is also getting dissociated. It will dissociate into H plus and OH minus ion. Okay. So like this reaction will take place. CuSO4 gives Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus ion, and H2O gives H plus and OH minus ions. Okay. Now the number of ions present in the electrolyte, this is called electrolyte, and this is called electrolytic cell, and these are electrodes, and full chemical reaction which is taking place inside this cell is called electrolysis. Okay, so we have Cu2 plus ion, SO4 2 minus ion, H plus ion and OH minus ion. Okay, now which will get discharged first? So here you can see, according to electrochemical series for cation, this is for cation. Okay, because plus ion move towards cathode, and cathode is in Cr, negative cathode reduction. The ion which is moving toward cathode is called cation. Okay. So here, according to electrochemical series of cation, K plus, Ca2 plus, Na plus, Mg2 plus, Al3 plus, Zn2 plus, Fe3 plus, Ni2 plus, Sn4 plus, Pb2 plus, H plus, Cu2 plus, Hg2 plus, Ag plus, Au3 plus, Pt4 plus. These are arranged according to decreasing order of their reactivity. Okay, and this arrangement is for that also the ion which is taking the lower place, that will get discharged first. Okay, lower ion will get discharged first. So we have how many cations in our electrolyte? Cu2 plus and H plus. Okay, so Cu2 plus and H plus, these two cations are present. So see here, H plus is here and Cu2 plus is here. Which is occupying lower position in this series? Cu2 plus. Okay, so here Cu2 plus will get discharged first. Now for anions, I have one more series. Okay, its arrangement is like this: SO4 2 minus, NO3 minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus and OH minus. So when these anions are arranged, you can see we have SO4 2 minus and OH minus ion. Like this series, the lower position will get discharged first. So SO4 2 minus and OH minus, which one is at the lower position? Obviously OH minus. So here you can say that OH minus will get discharged first. Okay, so now what ion we are getting? Cu2 plus and OH minus. Okay, but children, here condition is that it will not get discharged. It will not get discharged. Can you tell me why? Why it will not get discharged? See children, when the electrode is made up of same element that is present in the electrolyte. Listen carefully. When the electrode is made up of same element that is present in the electrolyte also, then this anion discharge will not take place. Now see why it will not take place. Because when this Cu2 plus is getting deposited over cathode, see Cu2 plus is getting deposited or discharged at cathode. At the same time, the copper from cathode is coming inside the solution, okay, by leaving 2 electrons here. Okay, children, please concentrate here. Cu2 plus ion, which is present in the electrolyte, it is getting deposited over cathode, but cathode is made up of anode is made up of copper. So from anode, Cu2 plus will come into the solution. That means anode is breaking down into Cu2 plus ions. Okay, this anode is made up of copper, and when this is getting deposited over cathode, at the same time anode breaks down and forms Cu2 plus ion, leaving behind 2 electrons here, and that 2 electron will get transferred to cathode. Okay, now see here, because this movement is constant in the solution, one is getting here and another one is coming back. Okay, so one is getting here, another one is coming back. So what is the reason here? Because Cu2 plus ion concentration is getting here at the same level. That's why the movement of OH minus ion will not take place. Okay, first condition is that the ion will not get discharged because electrode and electrolyte have same element in it. And second one is that the rate of getting discharge of this Cu2 plus ion is equal to the breaking down of anode and forming Cu2 plus ion. And this is called nature of electrode. Okay, this is called nature of electrode. Here electrode is breaking down into cation, and this cation is getting deposited at cathode. Why it is forming like this? Because electrode and electrolyte are made up of same element. Okay, so the reaction at each electrode is like this. At cathode, Cu2 plus ion is moving. 2 plus means 2 electron is less to get neutral atom. So what we will do, we will add 2 electron over here, and after addition it will form Cu2 plus. Okay, but at anode what is happening? Anode itself is breaking down. That means it is leaving behind 2 electron and forming Cu2 plus ions. Okay, so what is the observation part? Observation part you will write for this cathode. It will form pink or reddish brown deposit. Okay, but at anode no deposit has formed. no deposit or any gas is evolving. Now what observation is for anode is that when pink deposit is forming at cathode, or you can write what do you observe at each electrode. Okay, so at cathode you observe that a pink or reddish brown deposit has formed, but at anode it is not, there is no deposit. What is happening? Anode itself is breaking down. So you can write that thinning of anode. Thinning of anode will take place. Okay? And due to this thinning, one more important point at cathode, you will observe that the thickness is increased. Okay, cathode will get more thicker than anode. Okay, so this is the observation part for electrode. Now for electrolyte, when it is platinum electrode, what you have observed, that blue color fades. Okay, but when it is copper electrode, this blue color solution remains blue. That means no change. Why there is no change? This one is also important. Why this electrolyte solution is not changing from blue to blue only? Because the CO2 plus ion concentration is balanced by anode. And how it is balanced? Because it is giving Cu2 plus ion to electrolyte. Okay, clear? So these are the observation part. You will observe that at cathode pink or reddish brown deposit, or it is getting more thicker due to deposition of Cu plus copper, due to deposition of copper. At anode, what is happening? Because anode is breaking down into electrolyte, so its thickness will get decrease. Okay, it is getting thinner, or it is decreasing its thickness. Now what is happening to electrolyte? When electrode is platinum, then at that time blue color of copper sulphate fades, and when electrode is made up of copper, blue color remains blue. Why it remains blue? Because Cu2 plus ion concentration remains same. Why it remains same? Because at anode itself is breaking down to form Cu2 plus ion. Whatever ion is transferred to cathode, that will be replaced by this Cu2 plus ion which is coming from anode. Okay. Now another point is that spectator ions, the ions which is not taking part in the electrolytic reaction, these are called spectator ions. The ion which is not taking part in the electrolysis. Okay, so Cu2 plus from the electrolyte is taking part in the reaction, and what remain? H plus, SO4 2 minus, and OH minus ions. So these ions are called spectator ions because it is not taking part in the electrolytic reaction. It remains in the reaction, but it is not taking part in the reaction. Now children, it is clear to you all. One more time I will explain that electrolysis part. See here, the electrolyte is aqueous copper sulphate solution. Aqueous means it is forming solution in water. So ions we are having when electricity is passed, that means Cu2 plus, SO4 2 minus, H plus and OH minus ions. Cu will get discharged first because it occupies lower position in the reactivity series or electrochemical series. So here Cu will get discharged, and OH minus ion is occupying lower position in anion series, but it is not discharged. Why? Because electrode as well as electrolyte both have same element in it, that is copper. So when the reaction proceed, the copper from the electrolyte get deposited over cathode. At the same time, this anode will break down and form Cu2 plus ion. So the concentration of Cu2 plus ion remains same. That's why this blue color of solution will not get discharged, okay, not get fade. Cu2 copper sulphate solution remains blue throughout the reaction, and this breaking down of anode is called nature of electrode. Okay, it is called nature of electrode. Why? Because it is maintaining the concentration of Cu2 plus ion in the electrolyte. Okay, so remember this, when we are using copper electrode, then only copper is getting deposited at cathode, and from anode copper itself is coming inside the electrolyte. Okay, so this is the electrolysis of aqueous copper sulphate solution. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section, or do watch this video 2-3 times so that your doubt will be clear. Thank you so much, children.